You, yeah, you. Have you subscribed to my channel yet? Then what are you waiting for? Click the button. This episode contains mature content.
Welcome to another episode of Silk Sessions After Hours Unfiltered. I'm your girl, Mimi Michelle, your hairstylist, your author, and your podcaster. We have an amazing show for you tonight. For your lunch break, I don't know if I should say tonight anymore, because although I film at night, y'all watch that thing in the daytime. Not unless y'all wait until y'all get off work and watching it. Let me ask you a question. Do you like the time slot? Please put in the chat if you would like to watch it at night or if you want to keep it at your lunchtime hour, because I ain't trying to get nobody fired. And I might want y'all to have a little cocktail with me when I drink. Speaking of cocktails for conversation, I know y'all remember yesterday's episode. First of all, did y'all see that shenanigans and did you enjoy it? When I went down the rabbit hole of me and my sister doing hashtag I'm just saying together sometimes, and some of that stuff was just simply from us living together, because we used to live together. So it was easy for us to get together and do the craziness. I know my mama never had a dull moment in her life. We kept her in stitches. Just one of us is crazy. Both of us together is hilarious. But anyway, thank you, TT, for always being down for me. You know you my girl. You my favorite girl. And I love you. So let's get it popping. Let's get it started. Let's see. And, we got to get to this cocktail for conversation. Okay, so tonight's cocktail, how I got into all that. Remember yesterday, I had the mineral water from HEB. Oh my God, I spilled my cocktail. See, I think I need to switch chairs so I won't be working backwards. Hold on, I need to clean this up because last time I tried to wait till the show was over and it was a very sticky mess. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Let me get comfortable. So, tonight's cocktail for conversation, as you remember, yesterday I just had, let me take my time, the 1877 mineral water. I just didn't feel like making a cocktail. Hold on, I got this camera together. You know, no edits, no scripts, just real talk after dark. Okay, that's better. So, but I promised y'all I was going to put some vodka in there with a splash of lime, and I did that. Because, you might be wanting to watch your calories. Summer is coming up. You want to be hot girls. You want to have a hot girl summer. You want to be ready. So, for those of y'all don't know, this is my favorite vodka, whether it's the plain, whether it's the peach, whether it's the watermelon. It's only one flavor I don't like. It tastes like Robitussin, and that's raspberry. But all the other ones, and it's reasonable. I think this bottle wasn't even $20. And it's made in Dallas, and it is the BOMB. So I took 2 ounces of the peach. I took a half an ounce of lime juice. And let me just say this, y'all. Get myself together. Okay, we at home. So when I'm at home, I don't be muddling. I don't be squeezing no lemons and squeezing no limes. I get concentrate. I don't got time for all that. I like quick and easy recipes. Now, they probably right, and they are right. Fresh lime juice, fresh lemon juice is going to taste a whole lot better, but I ain't got time for that. I'm going to go down that juice aisle and get that concentrate, and I'm going to get the HEB brand, because if I could save $1, I'm going to save $1. So, half an ounce of lime juice. I even did a half an ounce of puree, peach puree. That X's out the muddling, okay? And then I did a dry shake. I didn't shake it on ice because I made it before I put my pajamas on, because I was coming in for Bible study and I wasn't ready. So I did a dry shake, put it in the freezer and let it sit while I did me a little light dust. I didn't even wear makeup to Bible study tonight. I ain't have time for all that. So I'm thinking with that mango water, because it's a little sweetness but not much, and it has a really nice mango flavor with this peach vodka with a dash of lime juice. I think it's going to be good, so we're going to see. Cheers to us. Let's see. I told y'all. Ooh, I told you. So, say you did just a regular vodka, not a flavored vodka, with a lime juice, with a little lime. This is wonderful. I don't want to suck that down too fast, because we won't be having no good show. Y'all, I done left my questions over yonder ways. Let me go get it. You know what? I was so excited to talk to y'all tonight because I didn't talk to y'all yesterday. I did that throwback that I'm moving too fast. So slow down. So, as you guys know, I was invited to a book event, Black Authors and Artists Showcase this Saturday. All my books finally came in, all my retail, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see how the flow is going to go. This is the first book event that I've been to that I didn't throw. So I'm excited to meet new people. I pray everybody buy a book. So come on out. If y'all in town, come on out and buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have written 7 books thus far. So, and I'm working on another one, which I really need to sit down. You know, once I sit down and start writing, it just kind of flows. But I've been kind of on the struggle bus because it's a love story and I ain't in love right now. So, but I'm going to get to it. So anyway, let's get this party started. Is you ready? Is you ready? Is you ready? I'm ready. So let's start with this. Are we really surprised? So I'm just going to put the picture up. Allegedly, Tina Campbell and her husband, he filed for divorce after 20 years of marriage. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. My heart breaks for them. And I think it breaks for them because everything was so very public. They didn't really have the opportunity to work through that in private. She went above and beyond, yelling and screaming and stuff on TV. And it was good TV. I mean, but I really didn't want to see it like that because I've been married before. And it's easier to work through your marriage when you keep your issues private. You got to have somebody you can talk to, but they didn't have that opportunity. See, Erica Campbell and her husband Warren, when they was going through their stuff, until it was worked all the way through, I'm sure people in their family knew, but the public didn't know. The public didn't know that they were having issues. And by the time they brought it to the public, it had been years. And then they told somebody, and maybe it blessed someone. Sometimes you got to keep your private business private. You gotta you can't be telling folk your business. You can't be telling folk when your marriage in trouble, especially if the person that your husband been cheating with, he in the public eye, and she see, oh, it's a crack in their armor. And what do you think the first person he gonna run and go talk to? One of them Buster Browns he was cheating with. Yeah. One of them Buster Browns he was cheating with. One of them chicks he was going. Something feels off with the camera today. Anywho, hold on. Yeah, there we go. And you can't put all your business in the street. It don't work that way if you're trying to have a healthy marriage. It just don't. So my prayers go out to them. And you know what? When you have kids, I bet they like, thank the Lord. Although they'll miss their parents being together, but ain't nothing like being in a house where you walking on eggshells, or the spouses aren't communicating or talking to each other. Or when they talk to each other with an attitude, or they faking it for the public. They ain't sleeping in the same bedroom. Come on, Mimi, talk that talk. That is not a healthy marriage, but you can get through that. But you got to keep your ish private. You can get through that if you don't run and tell your friends. You know, we as people of God, that should be the first person we run to. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of running to our friends. And if you have a friend you can talk to, come on, somebody. If you can have a friend you can talk to, that friend cannot judge your spouse when you make up. Because that's what happens a lot of times. It happens a lot of times when you're young and you in a relationship and you tell all your friends, oh, that nigga get on my nerves. Yeah, I said it, because that's how we talk to each other. But then when y'all make up, y'all done made love and y'all done had dinner together, your friends, they ain't made up yet. Your family ain't made up yet. So you have to learn, especially when you get older, you have to learn to deal with that with your spouse. And a lot of times when people get divorced, they done fell out of love long before the papers come across the table. So my heart goes out to you too. So that's all allegedly, because I don't know, but I did see it on the social media a whole lot today. Let's see what we got now. I'm just gonna roll the clip.
Y'all know how to play spades?
Now, why would you ask me a disrespectful ass question like that?
Of course we know how to play. Why? I got invited to a spades game.
And you said yes?
Yep.
Spades is easy. All you got to remember is cross the board.
A spade is always trump. I remember that. The only thing that can beat a spade is a higher spade.
Say the first card played in the hand is a club, and everybody play a club, and the highest club wins. That's me. Simple. Right? Same go with hearts and diamonds. If you don't have a card of the suit that was played first, then you can either play off, which means you play a card of a different suit, basically forfeiting your turn, or you can play a spade, win the book. Now, that's called cut.
Now, people love spades because it's a team game. The easiest way to play is 4 players. 2 teams, first team to 500 win. The score you have to bid. That's when you and your partner each guesstimate how many books you'll get. You look at your cards and you say, okay, that's how many hands we'll win. You add that together, that's what you bid.
So, if I look at my hand, I say I'm gonna get 3 books. You look in your hand, you say you're gonna get 4 books, then we're gonna bid what?
7.
7. There you go. Okay. If we get to 7, then we get 10 points per book. So that's 7, right? Now, if we get 8 books, that means we underbid, and we only get 71. That's why underbidding is bad.
Yeah.
And we just left 9 sweet points out there on the board. Right. So, say you and me, we bid 8 books. The other team, they bid 7 books. Then what that mean?
That somebody fucked up.
You damn right, son. You goddamn right. Somebody done fucked up. It ain't gonna be you, son. Because you got the Michael Jordan of spades as your teacher.
Why this generation don't know how to play spades? And why is it now that they're out of college or they're in their 20s, they want us to teach them? Do you know how hard it is to teach somebody how to play spades when they older? Do you know when I learned how to play spades? I was like 10. I was 10 years old. Me and my uncle would play, and we played 2-hand spades. That's where you pull a card. Do you want to keep it or do you want to throw it away? Where it's just 2 people. And then after that, you start playing where you have partners. Me and my sister are the coldest around. You can ask anybody. Ain't nobody beating them Cooper girls except for my mama and Uncle Johnny, because they be cheating. But I'm telling you, don't come to me now, James, talking about, because now they got friends, right? See, because here's the thing. When you are playing spades, you're playing in the summertime, you're playing for spring break, you're playing when you go to the beach with your friends, and we all know how to play spades. But when you're young and like, come on, bro, let me teach you how to play spades. I don't want to play no spades. And now you got friends that really know how to play spades and they know how to play dominoes. Dominoes ain't never been my game. Now, I did learn how to play. I just don't count fast enough. I'm sorry. I just don't. But whenever I played, I would win. They would make fun of me with my slang, and my sister will tell you about it, and Corey will too. But spades is something you're supposed to learn when you are young. It's hard to teach. It ain't like Uno. Uno is already an argument because you're going to argue about the rules. Now, they trying to get us with that Mandela effect. Swearing before rice and beans that the rules are different now. No, I remember reading that you could stack them draw twos on each other. I remember that. And now they didn't change the rules. That wasn't never in the rule book. That's a lie before everybody. Okay. But y'all, why y'all don't know how to play spades? And why y'all want to learn how to play now? Because y'all realize the kids that's y'all age is fun as hell. You could talk that talk, boy, and ain't nothing like. Oh, have you ever set somebody? You remember in The Best Man? We about to run a Boston on these fools. I'm telling you. And do white people play spades? That's what I want to know. Put in the chat. Do white people play spades? Because I ain't never heard white people playing spades. We play spades. Oh my God. It's the best time It's the best. It's the best. It's the best. Me and my ex-husband used to play spades. Me and my ex-boyfriend used to play spades. It's just, man, let me get my drink. Spades is the best. And this is good too. All right. Let's see. Let's go with the ramen pack.
What did Daddy have in his wallet?
A ramen pack.
Ramen pack in your wallet, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
In case it gets spicy? Yeah. You keep the ramen packet in the wallet for the spiciness?
You got a ramen pack in your wallet? Oh. That's crazy.
All right. She played first of all, the girlfriend, the wife, whoever it was, the baby mama. She played that It's So Cool. But I bet he was like, oh my God, I'm in trouble. And the little girl was just like, in her mind, what's the big deal? It's just a ramen pack. But we as adults knew this man was going around with a condom in his wallet. You in a relationship, bro. Why you got a condom? Let me tell you something. I'm thinking anybody who's married or in a relationship and they got condoms in their car or condoms in their wallet, I think you're a cheater. I think you're a cheater on deck. I think you got girls on deck, maybe men on deck. I don't know. But all I know is, why do you need a condom if you in a relationship? Hashtag, I'm just saying. Ooh, but it's, woo, it's good. Yeah, he got cussed out that night. I hate criminals. Take a look.
I got a call from the bride to be, and she says, unfortunately, the groom passed away.
Oh.
So, we're like crying together on the phone, really, really sad. And she asks for her deposit back. And, as any wedding professional, like, you have your contracts, all deposits non-refundable. They're in most contracts, as are in mine. But obviously, when the groom dies, it's kind of hard to have a wedding without him. And also, I'm not, a monster. So it's like, yes, come get the deposit. So she comes in, she gets it, like, we hug, we're on our way. Fast forward like 3 or so weeks. I got a phone call from the groom.
Holy
Shut
shit.
the
Look.
up. So
Now, instead of you're going to lose your deposit. You got busted out, though. Are you still marrying the man? Or are you trying to sneak out of this wedding, this arrangement, but you lied to that woman and you used death on the man you supposed to marry? Oh, that is low. That is low. Because even when she said he passed away, the whole room went, oh. You lied on your husband to be on his life? That's a low blow. That's low. But I've experienced this. People will call you as a hairstylist and give you this old lame excuse when they really just want to cancel and they don't want to pay the deposit. I'm not one of those hairstylists that you book online. I'm still old school. Still call me. If you text me and I don't return your text, that means I'm working with my hands. Please pick up the phone and call. And if you cannot, now I will charge a cancellation fee. But sometimes, especially if it's a client that I've been knowing for a long time, I'll waive that. But don't lie to me trying to get out your cancellation fee. And don't cancel on me the day before. Because and especially with a big service, just like I had somebody that didn't show up this week. And I knew she wasn't going to show up this week. I just knew. I knew, and that's why I didn't put that bingo on the books. Because I knew she wasn't going to show up. She made an appointment. She said, don't forget about me. And I said, yes, ma'am. When all along I knew she wasn't going to come. Now that's private, but I knew she wasn't going to come. But anyway, let's move on to the next. Quit playing with people's money, y'all, because things is tight, and it's tighter than ever. Now that Donald Trump is in office with pictures of him, like with AI dressed up like Jesus. You better quit playing with the Lord. Better quit playing with the Lord. He is not playing with us, so don't play with him. Ladies, sometimes this is all you need. Take a look.
You just worked a 15-hour shift and came home to this meal. What you doing?
I'm gonna fuck it up. What the fuck do you expect? Did you see that sandwich, buddy? That sandwich is built for a motherfucking king. That is Texas toast, that thick bread, that expensive shit. Then you see how she had the motherfucking sausage burnt to perfection. And she threw a little egg and cheese on that motherfucker. Bitch, I'm gonna fuck that shit up. And when I finish, after I take my nap and wake up, shit, we going shopping. I'm going to get you whatever you want. That is a meal right there fit for a motherfucking king. See, y'all.
Now, y'all know when I be saying, I want to make you a sandwich, you ain't just ain't going to throw no meat, no cheese on some bread. That sandwich got to look like, make you just drool. Because sometimes when I make me a sandwich, like after this show, because I ain't ate, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to make me a sandwich. But it's got to look so good. It's got to be golden brown on the bread. It's got to be made with some love. And I'm telling you, that man, especially a black man who been working, and especially if he grew up in the hood like we did, he gonna see that golden brown sausage with them eggs cooked just right. And he might want, you never know, he might want a little mayo on his sandwich. He may want a little cheese. You got to make that sandwich with the love. Like if it was a turkey sandwich, you got to toast that bread, girl. Come on, let me give you a lesson. Because all the time you ain't making oxtails and yams and rice and greens. You're not doing all that. You're not making that Sunday meal. Sometimes you need like some French fries or some chips on that plate, and then you take that sausage, and there's a way you cut that sausage. You don't just cut that sausage in half. You're going to cut that sausage, and you're going to flip it over, and you're going to cut it again, and it's going to open flat. Then you're going to put it on your grill, and you're going to cook it to perfection where the ends are crispy, hallelujah. And then you're going to cook that sausage, and then you're going to place that sausage on that crispy bread, and then you're going to layer your cheese as it's warm. Okay, you put the cheese on when the meat is on the grill. Okay, and then you put that thing on the bread. And you might put some lettuce and tomatoes, but it's got to be pretty. It's got to be attractive. Presentation is everything. Your food got to look like you when you go outside to play. Come on, talk that talk. I saw this thing today said how you look is a representation of your character. You got to look like you want the job. Your sandwich got to look like it want to go down and be scrumptious. It's got to be delicioso, as they used to say on Dora the Explorer, honey. I'm telling you, you can make a sandwich so good a man will fall in love and give you a ring. Now, we're not talking about the good Sunday meals. We're talking about a good old sandwich. It just made me hungry. Woo! Won't they do it in a mighty way? Now I got one more thing because I wrote my notes, but I don't remember what it was. Let me look, y'all. I guess that's it. I don't remember what it was. I'll just include it tomorrow when I see it. But oh my God, I love y'all. I missed y'all. I got to be on point when I tape tomorrow. Anyway, I love you guys. Remember to tune in every day at 1 o'clock and every Sunday at 5. For Silk Sessions After Dark, and during the week, Silk Sessions After Hours Unfiltered. I'm your girl, Mimi Michelle. This is no edits, no scripts, even though we're going to do a lot of editing tonight because I done jacked it up. Just real talk after dark. I'm going to keep it real. I love you guys. Have a blessed day at work. Make that money. Don't let the money make you. And try this one. It was good. I got something new for y'all tomorrow, too. I know I'm ready. I looked it up, and I'm going to tweak that thing. And it's going to be delicious. All right. I might even have my client get on with me and shoot the pie with me while she here. Toodles. Love you. Bye. Mwah.